In episode 3, we built a server that exposed one tool, but MCP servers can expose 3 distinct types of capabilities. Tools are callable functions that perform actions and return results. Resources are readable data objects the model can access like files or database records. Prompts are reusable templates that inject structured instructions into the conversation. In this episode, we build concrete examples of all 3 and learn when each one is the right choice. The key distinction between the 3 types is intent. A tool performs an action. It can have side effects like writing to a database or sending an HTTP request. The model calls it when it needs to do something. A resource provides data. It is safe to read multiple times without side effects. Think of it as a get endpoint. The model reads it when it needs information that is too large or dynamic to include in the system prompt. A prompt is a reusable template. The host application injects it into the conversation with parameter values filled in at use time. In production, tools need proper error handling. We wrap the logic in a try-except block. We explicitly convert arguments to float rather than trusting the model to pass the right type. We check for division by 0 and raise a valley arrow with a clear message. If the argument's dictionary is missing a required key or has the wrong type, the except catches it and raises a descriptive error. When a tool raises an exception, the MCP client returns an error response to the model, which can then decide how to handle it. Resources are registered with the list resources handler. Each resource has 4 fields: a URI that uniquely identifies it, a human readable name, a description that tells the model what the resource contains, and a MIME type so the client knows how to handle the content. URIs in MCP are flexible. They can use standard schemes like file or custom schemes like DB to indicate where the data comes from. The server defines what each URI scheme means and how to resolve it. The read resource handler receives the URI and returns the content as a string. We match on the URI and return the appropriate data. For the config file, we read it from disk with pathlib. For the database schema, we return a hard-coded string. Though in a real server, this would query the database for live schema information. Returning a string is sufficient for text content. For binary content, like images, you would return bytes and set the MIME type accordingly. Prompt registration works the same way as tool and resource registration. We implement the list prompts handler and return a list of prompt objects. Each prompt has a name, a description, and a list of arguments. Each argument has a name, a description of what values are valid, and a required flag. This prompt expects one argument called style with 3 valid options. When the host application invokes this prompt, it passes a value for style, and the server returns the rendered template. The getPrompt handler receives the prompt name and the argument values. We extract the style argument with a sensible default of paragraph in case it is not provided. We return a getPrompt result containing a list of prompt messages. Each message has a role of either user or assistant and a content object. The host application injects these messages directly into the conversation. This is what makes prompts so powerful. They can inject multi-turn context, system instructions, or formatted templates that the user can trigger with a single / command. The server structure is identical, regardless of how many capabilities you expose. All 6 handlers are registered with decorators on the same app instance. The initialization options generated by Create Initialization Options automatically include all 3 capabilities in the capability negotiation handshake. The client sees tools, resources, and prompts all declared in the initialize response and knows to call all 3 list endpoints during setup. You now know how to implement all 3 MCP capability types: tools for actions with side effects, resources for safe readable data, and prompts for reusable conversation templates. In the next episode, we build a real file system server. Read files, write files, list directories, and watch Claude navigate your project using only MCP tools. Subscribe so you do not miss it. See you in the next one.